Let's face it, when you move to a new city, a new area, you get a new job, making friends, can be tough.
Adulting with friendships, it's really hard. But knowing this, you can improve your social skills. It can actually be as simple as just tapping into your dating skills. Doesn't that make you feel better?
Yes, it does, although I'm a little rusty at dating, which is why we have a dating coach, Liz Martin, joining us this morning to help us just make better connections with people in general. So let's start at the beginning. Like if you're in a new environment, a new place, a new job, a new whatever, what do we need to do to make new friends, make people like us?
Yes, great question. So what I suggest is that when you're new to an area, that you literally jump right in and get involved in the community. It's the best way. So whether that be doing some volunteering, looking online where all the nearest networking events are, just jump in and go to a bunch of different events that excite you.
Something that can be really hard is once you do that, you start meeting people. It's all about building and maintaining the friendships. You say there are dating skills that we can use once we get to that point.
Yes, absolutely. So, if you're single and you're dating, or whether you've moved to a new area, you are looking to build friendships, relationships, dating, some of the same things apply, which is, number one, put your best foot forward. Right? So showing up on time, in time, and of course, keeping to your other commitments that you've made, following up, be prompt with your communications, and really look at building those relationships, friendships, whether they're social, professional.
So when I was dating, one of the biggest things that always made me so nervous was the first impression.
Yes.
And I think that I would assume in friendships and making new friends, that would be pretty important too. What advice do you have for people like me who are like nervous about first impressions?
Or try too hard like me.
Yeah. No, I love you.
So, number one is really have fun with it. Okay, so whether you're attending a speed dating event for the first time, whether you are meeting face to face, a coffee date, a lunch date with somebody else, look at it as fun, and perhaps choose an activity that you both love to do. And just, talk about your passions. I mean, do you love your dog? Do you love hiking? What do you love to do? So just really focus on having fun with it.
Here in Seattle, we sometimes are victims of the Seattle freeze, whether you believe in it or not. I've lived here my whole life, and I think I'm guilty of this too. So for those of us who aren't new, we're here, we've been living here for years, we have our established groups of friends. How can we be a little bit more welcoming to people who come into the situation?
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. So, so if you have lived here a long time, really extend an effort to people that are new here, the newcomers, transplants, and how can I make a connection for you? Extend those invitations. Whether you're having a Seahawks, game watching event, or you're going on a hiking trip, or perhaps you'd like to make a connection, through Facebook, LinkedIn. Really extend your social and professional network.
I love this
idea.
Advice that you give about building bridges.
Absolutely.
Because to me, making new friends seems like a whole lot of work.
I'm exhausted just thinking.
But the idea of kind of small pieces and building bridges seems reasonably simple.
Absolutely. Because as we all know, we are more connected at this time, than we've ever been. We're very connected. Facebook, LinkedIn, this instant communication that we have. So really focus on building bridges. How can I help you? Whether or not it's we're compatible in terms of dating, just extend a professional contact, a social invitation. Really keep that going.
It sounds like even just being a little less closed off would help all of us immensely.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Great stuff.
Thank
dating expert Liz Martin.
So
See, dating can apply to friendships.
I like it.
After all.
Fabulous advice. I'm not quite so nervous to go out there and make new friends.
Back over to you guys.